I recommend this first move for players of all levels. A good move for players of all skill levels. Developing their knight and protecting the center. A sound defensive move protecting your e-pawn and controlling the center. 2 kingside pieces are developed, and your opponent is eyeing your f-pawn. Moving your flank pawn overlooks the battle happening in the center of the board. They chose kingside castling, getting their king out of the center and activating a rook. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. You can pick up a free pawn. They missed a chance. You want a pawn for free. You can pick up a free pawn. They missed a chance to eventually win a pawn. You want a pawn for free. They kick your knight with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. Clearly, you don't want to leave your knight in danger. Their queen moves into the game. Smart move reinforcing your pawn with extra protection. They are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You are threatening to win a pawn by kicking a key defender. They capture your pawn and will win material after all trades are completed. You recaptured. They are threatening to win material by pinning a piece to the king. You take back. A straightforward recapture. Castling on the same side as your opponent and preparing for the middle game. That's playable. You win time by threatening a queen. You get a chance to eventually win a pawn. You missed an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. Their better move was to offer an equal trade of pieces. You are threatening to checkmate the king. Your opponent blocked the attack on their pawn, keeping it safe. Your rooks are connected, which helps them work together. You get a chance to win material through a skewer. They missed a chance to capture a free pawn. Nice skewer. That X-ray attack will win you material. They move the queen to safety. You won material by capturing a rook. A clear recapture. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. Defending their hanging bishop. Your knight is undefended, so this move loses material. You are now able to win a rook through a fork. They overlooked an opportunity. You will win a rook with a fork. You are now able to win a rook through a fork. They overlooked an opportunity to capture a free knight. You will win a rook with a fork. They are threatening to win material through a tactic. You exchange pieces of equal value. Their best option was to add a defender to a vulnerable bishop. A clear recapture. Recaptures. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. Your opponent reinforced the defense of their pawn. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. They are threatening to tactically win a knight. Nice job blocking the attack on your pawn. You are going to lose your pawn to this fork. Your piece jumps in to protect a pawn. They took your pawn for free. You've added an extra layer of protection to your knight. This is a fair trade. That was an even swap of material. This move puts their queen on a safer square. You develop your piece while also winning a tempo on the queen. They move the queen to safety. You captured that free pawn. You get a chance to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. You missed an opportunity to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. They move the rook to safety. With that move, you offer to trade pieces. They exchange pieces of equal value. That was a fair trade. This is a fair trade. You recaptured the piece. That was the only move. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They played one of the best moves here. Yes, this is the way. They made one of the top moves in this position. You captured a free pawn. Precise move from your opponent. This is a fine move. I like their choice. You have to use your king in the endgame. They played one of the best moves here. For sure you had to move away from the threat. They missed a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. There was a moment to punish your opponent's error, but you let it pass. They missed the right idea here. Makes your life much easier. Nice, definitely the right move. They made one of the top moves in this position. You continue the checkmate attack. I like their choice. Not the best move, but not bad either. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. Very good choice. They had a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. You're still on the road to checkmate. They played one of the best moves here. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. That was the only move. Your move gets closer to checkmate. They move the pawn to safety, getting closer to the forced checkmate. They are right on target. You continue the checkmate attack. They played the strongest move available. You continue the checkmate attack.